Alright, so what I have here is a 2010 Dodge Challenger. I did the 2015 rear bumper conversion on it, as you can see. By the handles and also by the interior, it's a older model with a newer rear end on it. And it's got some scuffs and stuff. I picked up the bumper at a salvage yard for $85. The tail lights I had to buy in pieces. It totaled me probably about I say close to maybe $450. The spoiler off eBay, 80 something bucks, and the rear diffuser, 150 bucks. Then for these little reflectors, which I spray painted black, those are about 50 bucks. And then for the side markers, which I also spray painted black, which are LED aftermarket ones, I got the front and the rears. That totaled me about another 80 bucks. So what I decided to make this video for is that when you're doing a conversion for the rear end, of course you need to do the wiring for each tail light and also the center light. I've done the wiring on each side. I haven't done the center, but you also have to make sure that your alignment for your trunk is correct. As you can see, I'd have to push my trunk down in order to even that out, and also there's a significant gap in here. Over on this side, the gap is not as significant, but the alignment, as you can see, no good. So let me take a picture, or let me show you what the wiring looks like. When you need to wire your tail lights, you have to forgive the trunk. I've been buying a lot of parts and doing a lot of repairs on these cars and mods. When you're doing the wiring, you're gonna have to buy the tail light wiring, either repair kit or find tail light wiring from a salvage yard from a 2015 plus model Challenger, and take their tail lights. One thing you'll notice when you get this far is that the wiring for the tail lights on the 2015 Challengers have, excuse me, I'm having a little bit of difficulty getting it out. They'll have 4 wires, and on a 2008 model Challenger to 2014 model Challenger, you'll only have 3 lights to wire to the tail light. So on the old harness that's from the car, for my stock harness, I had a ground wire, a turn signal wire, and a brake wire. So that's what you have here. I don't know which colors exactly. I kind of just fiddled around with it till I got it correct. On the 2015 wiring harness, you'll have 4. You'll have ground, turn signal wire, brake or parking lamp wire, and then you'll have another random wire. And that random wire is called a fault wire. I believe it is an electricity fault wire. What that is that wire is there to prevent electricity from going to the tail lights in case of a fire. So really that wire does nothing. So technically, well, if you're doing the conversion, we don't have that type of security feature, at least in the tail lights or the headlights in the older Challengers. So all you would need to do is just wire that security wire to any of the other ones when you're doing a conversion. And then it's pretty much straightforward. Everything works. I'll go ahead and demonstrate that really quickly, the best way possible. We'll go ahead and turn on the headlights and the hazards, so that way you'll get the whole thing. Alright, so as you can see, older Challenger, all the lights working as needed. It also works with the brake, so there's no way for me to show you that unless I leave you back here and go in there, but I'm not going to do that. This is good enough. Message me with comments, concerns, questions, whatever you have. I'll do the best I can to help you. Yep, there's my license plate. I do live in California, and I'm not afraid to show it. Go ahead and look it up. Who cares? I don't have anything to hide. And last thing I wanted to talk about was this center panel light. I don't have the repair harness or the 2015, a little piece of the connector or the little piece of wiring for the taillight panel, the center taillight panel yet. I'll be getting that in Wednesday, and I'll show you how to do the wiring for that also next, because I suspect it's going to be essentially the same. It's going to be 4 wires for the newer 15 plus model Challengers, and for my stock harness that I have in there, which I will cut off the connector and solder in the new ones, it's gonna have 3. So I'm pretty sure it's just another fault sense wire to prevent fire, or aiding to the fire, I guess, when the car is on, if there is a fire. So that I'll just wire that random wire to whatever I can. If you have any I need to get a paint job and all that good stuff, but anyway, if you have any questions about it, I also have the Hellcat front end and the Hellcat hood, and also I'll be replacing the antenna that's right there. So I'll be recording most of that work in the meantime. Like I said, message me, comments, concerns, complaints, and I'll do my best I can to help you. I'll also show you how to install a rear-facing camera right here as well, considering that the OEM ones are super expensive. All right, now.